What are we to do with the Shedeur Sanders start? No Cleveland Browns first-time starting quarterback had won a game since 1995. 17 straight starts that a first-time quarterback had made a start without winning before Shedeur Sanders. What did you do with that result?
Okay, so one, I said last week on my YouTube show that you mentioned, Politics Live, I was like, Shedeur Sanders has the opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world, but also to do something that's very common and known to Browns fans, which is to make the Browns look stupid. And I think he kind of did that in the sense of we know about how he hasn't been developed under Kevin Stefanski. And, Dan, the Shedeur Sanders, as you know, there's always an athlete or a couple of athletes in sports that generate a level of polarization that sometimes is baffling to understand. He is in that space of like, every time I talk about him, I have to think very carefully about what I'm saying, because if I don't praise him enough, then I'm a race traitor. If I praise him too much, then I'm a bunch of other racist names as well. So it's like, it's this weird spot that he's in. And me even saying that, like, yeah, he got treated like a 5th round pick. People were mad about that. Like I was saying something that, that some people labeled me a sellout for saying that. I was like, no, he got treated that way. Like, I don't think Kevin Stefanski, and again, people hate it when I say this, like, I don't think he's trying to sabotage him.
Well, wait,
I think he's
Jemele, what's happening here? Are you telling me that he's supposed to be such a symbol for black excellence as the son of Deion Sanders, and as they came up through a program that like was a thicket of racism, what it is that they were doing that last year in Colorado? You think that he's so embraced by black people that to criticize him as a black person is something you have to be careful about?
Yeah, I do. I mean, look, Shedeur Sanders is the black community's nephew. Like everybody has adopted him. Okay. And so you have to be really careful about what you say, because just in what I consider to be just mild critiques, Dan, is like, I have been labeled a sellout and being anti-black, and I'm disappointed you. I done got all the speeches. I'm like, because I said it's not, I don't believe that there's some league-wide conspiracy to keep this kid down. If anything, he makes the NFL money. I mean, I can't think of a 5th round pick whose jersey sales go off like his. Like, there's a lot of reasons why the NFL would want Shedeur Sanders in the league. And because there are a lot of people who have seen, listen, I get why people are willing to believe in the conspiracy theory based on what we've seen before. We saw Colin Kaepernick get blackballed. The story came out about Lamar Jackson and about how other teams were trying to sabotage his negotiations. So I'm not saying NFL conspiracies don't happen and aren't true. I just didn't see it with this particular player. And whenever I bring that up, I get, well, they just don't want to see a confident black man and they hate his father and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, guys, I need y'all to get a little more emotionally uninvested in this. But there's no question, because of his father and how much he is beloved, just period, by football fans. And for a lot of black people, they look at Deion, they look at the relationship that he has with his sons, and they feel like this is such a positive example of black fatherhood, that they feel very understandably, a lot of our community feels very protective over Deion and Shedeur Sanders. So yes, I do have to watch what I say, and I have to make sure I'm being thoughtful and careful, because a lot of my people are very emotionally invested in his success.
You can't just say it was the Raiders.
You said that, I didn't.
Okay, so it can't just be.
I'm gonna put that on you.
Okay, it's funny though. I don't see you afraid of anything though. Like the part that I understand. I guess I can't possibly understand, but from where I am, I can understand a little bit how you find this one volatile. But it's silly.
I can't believe she said it. She said it. Had a feeling this was going on. And Jemele just said it's going on.
But Jemele is fact-based, so when she comes over
I knew this was a thing. I knew that's what was happening. That now that just Josina tweets make all the sense in the world. Jemele copped to it. Don't forget what happened here today.
I can't believe that Jemele.
It is a conspiracy.
This is the hardest.
Jemele just said it.
That the Kaepernick thing is so stupid that of course it could morph into, and then it would do this to Shedeur too, because we
got to find a better quarterback to do this for. I'm just saying. We can't be going down with Shedeur.
It's like, listen though, I want people to understand this is, I thought Shedeur would get his opportunity because it's Cleveland. They haven't developed a quarterback, like literally never. Okay, like we know what they have done at that position, and it's ugly, it's brutal, right? The fact that he was able to already have that historic marker of being the first Browns quarterback since I was leaving high school to actually like win their debut start. I mean, this is who the Browns have always been, and I think that there has been so many racial conversations about Shedeur Sanders without them being explicitly racial. And yeah, like I wouldn't say that I'm afraid to say my honest opinion of Shedeur Sanders. I believe I'm given that. What I am saying is that I'm more careful with my words because I realize for a lot of Black people are projecting things onto this situation that are not even part of the conversation. And so I'm able to say like, oh, y'all too emotionally invested. Like I'm gonna let y'all have this one. Y'all too emotionally invested.
That's why I always defended Andy Dalton.